Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing about the topic that is currency. And in this basically till now basically we have discussed that basically how basically the currency department basically are handling each and everything. In this basically we discussed that last topic basically was that person which is going, he is Mumbai city basically. So then he told that basically he is Mumbai city. Then he told that yes, he is Mumbai city. Then he told that basically if he is Mumbai city, that means entire railway station basically might be blood cells basically they might be having. Then he told that yes, basically entire basically station basically blood cells, because Mumbai city is known as Mumbai city. Then basically each and every railway station comes under that Mumbai city, and basically you can segregate that as a pin code also basically. Then he told that basically okay. So he now then basically told that basically this blood cells basically is of Andheri city. Then he told that yes, this blood cells is of Andheri city. This blood cells is of Vile. Yes, this blood cells is of Bandra Kurla complex. Bandra basically. This blood cells is basically for Andheri. Like this basically he told that basically there are in Andheri basically there are 200 areas. So 200 sub blood cells also basically are there. Then he told that okay. So like this basically he told that basically in Mumbai is basically his body basically contains around basically, just taking as an example basically, but this is perfect example, around 35 lakh blood cells and sub blood cells basically. Blood cells and sub blood cells, and this connects to around 3 crore 35 lakh blood cells and sub blood cells. Like this basically he told that it's more than 5 crore sub blood cells and sub blood cells up to the building level basically. So he told that basically where basically go to the joint pain basically. Then he told that basically let me basically think basically how basically got actually the joint pain. Then he told that basically how basically his joint was perfectly basically. Then he told that basically there are around 1.5 crore blood cells basically who was basically giving the blood, who was giving the energy to his joint pain, his joint basically, each and every joint part basically. From this basically around 49,000 basically blood cells basically was giving his hand joint energy to his hand joint basically. So he told that basically okay, so basically you just need to track this 49,000 blood cells. Yes, so basically like this basically they told that basically we are tracking this 49,000 blood cells and sub blood cells. Let's see basically from where basically the problem basically occurred. Then they basically tracked each and everything. Then basically they reached to one 3 to 4 buildings basically. There basically some thing was getting infected. There basically some problem was basically occurring basically, and that problem actually was connected with the hand blood cells basically. So like this basically they tracked the particular location, and then they repaired that location, and there was some few problems also basically. There were around 35 to 40 people basically who was facing some problem also. That also basically they solved. So like this basically they solved all the problems from that area, and then basically again they repaired that area, and again they repaired that area. That means the medicine basically was there. So like this they generated the medicine, and then basically they given to that particular person, and they again send the data to the to that particular person basically. So like this basically he repaired his hand basically, and then when after that basically he told that basically yeah, now basically my hand is repaired, I got the medicine basically. And then basically he again basically told that basically these all are the then basically one of the software company basically told that basically after this incident basically we learned the lesson that basically there is one Mumbai blood cells, and basically whatever things happen to that particular person, that is one day basically going to affect to the other groups also basically. So like this basically they thought that basically every time basically it's very difficult to do this type of thing basically, so they give few contract to the power supply company also and the energy company also basically, and like this basically they were handling his body parts basically. So like this basically they handled the person basically, and they created one software also basically, and the software was basically telling that these all are the more than 3 to 5 crore blood cells, sub blood cells are basically there, and like this basically they told that we are basically calculating each and every blood cells, and which is basically is equal to Mumbai blood cells. So they told that basically these blood cells basically are going to affect to his hand basically. This blood cells is going to affect to his private part. This blood cells is going to affect his eye part. This blood cells is going to affect to his hand. This blood cells is going to affect his head. These blood cells are basically going to affect to his heart. These blood cells basically are going to affect to his stomach. These blood cells are going to affect to his leg. These blood cells basically are going to affect to his joint basically. These blood cells are going to affect to his head. These blood cells are going to affect to his back side. These blood cells are going to affect to his stomach. These blood cells basically are going to affect to leg basically. Like this basically he segregated each and everything basically. These blood cells are going to affect to his sound basically. These blood cells basically are going to affect to his nose. This blood cells is going to affect to his face. This blood cells is going to affect to his eye. This blood cells is going to affect to his leg. Like this basically each and every data basically they collected it. So they told that basically Mumbai blood cells is also there. So we have basically created one software, and that software basically was equal to that person basically. So on the name of that person basically we created one software. That name of the software basically we was given of that particular person name only. So that person basically was equal to Mumbai city. So then basically they start taking care of that particular person basically, and the Mumbai city equal to Mumbai blood cells. Like this basically the thing basically was created. So like this basically one person told that basically in this world basically whatever software basically is running, that is connected with like this only basically, Andheri blood cells, then India blood cells, Australia blood cells, Europe blood cells, England blood cells, then USA blood cells, then Argentina blood cells, then New Zealand blood cells, then South Africa blood cells. Like this basically you want to say like that. Then he told that yes basically in this world basically whatever the blood cells basically are having, that all are basically connected with this only. So like this basically he told that basically in this software in the world basically whatever software basically we are handling, can we basically segregate the country wise and city wise which software basically are running? Then he told that basically no basically we don't have that data. So one person told that basically we are actually creating that basically, that how many city basically are connected with how many softwares basically. For example this city is connected with that person basically, Mumbai city basically I told Mumbai city is equal to that person basically. So like this basically how many person basically are connected with each and every city basically, that data basically you have. We have basically, but we have not created the software basically. We have the data is basically with the nuclear power company and power company basically. They basically have not given basically to us the data basically, because they say that basically it's a very critical data. But then also basically they told that we will try to keep that data basically, and like this basically we are going to create one data science project basically, that how many people basically are connected with which all softwares basically. So like this he told that basically yes here basically in this world basically whatever software basically are running, that is running on the name of any person basically, and one person told that basically that Mumbai city basically software, there might be many software basically. It's not like that there would be one software only. So a detail basically we are going to see in next video.